for you right now, and this is fantastic. So many of us have picked this up this season. It is a self-watering small container garden with stand and cover. Essentially, it's a mini greenhouse for you, and this is so great because maybe you want to plant your own fruits and vegetables or your own little herb garden. Well, now you can for $195.99 or 5 easy payments of $39.20. That is a $166 savings off of our original QVC price. That was $362. So you're looking at the whole stand that you're getting right here. You're getting the container, the cover, and the stand. This is fantastic, especially with the amount of money that we're all spending on produce right now. Maybe you want to grow your own tomatoes. Maybe it's your own strawberries, beautiful basil and herbs, all done right here for you. This is very, very cool. And we're going to welcome in Blake Harris, whose dad invented this fantastic moment for us. Hey, Blake, how you doing?
Good, how you doing?
Good, buddy. This is great. So many people have fallen in love with everything you guys have brought us this season, and for good reason, because this is how we protect what's happening inside. We also protect our back from bending down and getting down into the garden, right?
You know it. So yeah, it's super accessible. So you're not bending over on your hands and knees and getting down really low as you are in the ground with pots or even majority of raised beds out there. You've got it nice and waist high. So you don't have to bend over. It's really convenient and it's really easy to use. So once you've got it home, it all clicks together like Lego. So you don't need any tools to assemble it. All the pieces just click together. And then you fill it full of soil. Make sure you get some good quality soil. And then you can plant your seeds or your seedlings in here. Your water from above, it leaches through and it collects in our reservoir where we've got our big wicking bed trays. There's enough water in there to last 3 weeks in the middle of summer. So if you forget to water or you go on vacation, no worries at all. It's very low maintenance.
Okay, very good. All right, so I'm just going to take the cover off here and put it right down here and show what you were just showing us right here. So here it is. We've got the trio all connected here. This is great. So what exactly am I looking at here?
Yeah, so that's our wicking bed tray, which sits in the base of our container, and that allows when the soil's on top with the water, it creates a wicking bed, which means when the roots go down, they end up drinking out of the base, but the soil wicks the water up to the roots. So the shallow depth roots like lettuces and some herbs, they're not going all the way down, but the soil wicks it up, and that's what makes it self-watering. And there is an overflow hole in the base as well, so it doesn't fill up. So you don't have to worry about overwatering or underwatering in the Vegepod.
Oh, that is fantastic. We're going to see a sort of video here, some animation to show us exactly how this is working. I'd love if you could walk us through this, Blake.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, as I'd mentioned, you can see it all click together, just like Lego. No tools are required. It all comes in the box. There's great instructions in the box, but also good videos online, step by step. You can connect the hose, and in the top of the canopy, we actually have a mist irrigation system. It comes included with the kit. So if you've got a timer, you could automate it. If not, just on and off of the tap whenever you want to use it. Once you've filled that full of soil, you can turn that irrigation on once you've got the plants in there. And you'll see it's a beautiful fine mist rather than, kind of hitting it with the hose and they're really small plants. It's a really nice light spray for those plants. The water leaches down, collects in that reservoir, and is wicked back up. So it's an all-in-one complete system.
That is awesome. Okay, so where's the irrigation system? So here's a sort of hose nozzle.
Yes, exactly. So standard hose connection right there. So you just screw it in, turn the tap on, and then that water will feed through the black pipe up to the top in there, and you see that little tiny yellow nozzle in there. That's where the mist spray will come out. Yeah, so that's where the water will come out, and that comes included with the Vegepod.
Also, kind of, so like at the grocery store, when the sort of mist happens over like all the produce, you're basically getting that right here inside. Oh, that is awesome. Oh, I love that. And this is nice and deep. Like, you're going to be able to plant a whole bunch in here, right?
Definitely. So really good point there. So once you've got it filled right to the top with soil, you've actually got a full foot of depth. So it's enough for even your root vegetables. I've personally done big sweet potatoes. You could do carrots, onion, garlic, beets. All the herbs and salads, of course, are fantastic in here. But even your cherry tomatoes, strawberries, cucumbers will actually grow to the shape of the canopy. So you can still do the bigger fruits in here just in a less traditional way. But all those root vegetables, herbs, salads, whatever you cook with, whatever you eat a lot of, pack it in the Vegepod and it'll thrive.
Wonderful. And you were going to pick this up right now at a clearance price of $195.99 or 5 easy payments of $39.20. That is $166 less than the original QVC price that was $362. This is fantastic. Self-watering. You are getting your container, your cover, and the stand all for this wonderful price. I mean, if you've ever wanted to grow your own produce, your own fruits and veggies like this just makes a ton of sense because now you have your own little greenhouse. So perfectly done here. So Blake, let me ask you, there is this kind of plastic cover over this. Do we always have to have this on?
No, so that's a really good point. And as you mentioned just before, it's kind of like a mini greenhouse. That's the cover that you have in studio there that creates that greenhouse effect. So it's a nice clear plastic. Right. That one goes on top of our white veggie cover mesh. That one really keeps the heat in, the frost away. You're good down into the teens. So if you wanted to get going early and you wanted to extend your season, like still it's a little chilly in certain parts of the country right now, you can get going now. As you're good down into the teens, and you can extend that, or potentially you can grow all year, or you're going to really extend that season with that hothouse cover on there.
Right.
And our veggie cover mesh you get as well, which is really good and strong for the critters and bugs. So it's strong enough for those bigger animals, but it's fine enough for the smaller bugs as well. So you don't have to worry about the critters getting in. You get a protection from the elements, the cold with that hothouse cover, and the sun from the veggie cover, but it does let in that light and actually increases the growth rates.
Very, very cool. Yeah, I'm just looking at this mesh here, and there's no little bugs getting through here, not at all. I mean, but clearly you're getting a lot of nice air circulation happening through there. This is fantastic to give that sort of greenhouse effect, of course, because I mean, right now here in Pennsylvania, Blake, like we had a cold front this last week, but like we were seeing like 80 degrees just a couple weeks ago, but then colds came in. So like for, depending on where you live in the country, like you can absolutely have that option if you want to have that cover on or off, depending on if there's frost or not. And somebody saw like snow flurries a couple days ago early in the morning. Like, no, not that, none of that. We definitely want to move right into spring. But the fact that even like later on into the summer, when we start seeing those early signs of fall, then you might want to put that cover right on and not have to worry about a thing. The fact that it's self-watering, there's this beautiful irrigation system, that fine mist, the cover, the mesh cover, like this is really, really smart and nice and deep. And this is going to give you so many wonderful, beautiful things that you're going to be able to plant. And nothing feels better than like you saying, oh yeah, I clipped this from my garden. I'm serving something that I grew today. Right, Blake?
100%. I mean, not only is it satisfying, the taste of the homegrown veggies, if you've had a homegrown tomato or strawberry, you'll know it. Just the flavor is incredible, and there's twice the amount of nutrition in homegrown versus store bought. So it's satisfying. It's fun to get the kids involved. You've got it tasting better, it's healthier. So it really does make sense. And as you point out at the very beginning, even the money you can save. I mean, the produce right now in the store is super expensive. We want to save wherever we can. So it is an investment in actually being able to, get a yield from it every week. You now don't have to buy those herbs or salads or whatever you want to grow from the supermarket. You can just grow them straight from your backyard.
Absolutely. $195.99 or those 5 easy payments of $39.20 to pick up your Vegepod self-watering small container garden with stand and cover. Good to see you tonight, Blake. Have a wonderful evening.
Thanks for having us.
We'll see you soon. All right, definitely want to shop this one, item M93.